Hey friends! Welcome back to my channel in this new video dedicated to Chapter 8, and Chapter 8 is just around the corner. After months of waiting, theories, hidden clues and speculation, we finally have an official date. August 21st, and you know what that means? There are only 7 days left. In this video, I'll bring you all the latest fresh news directly from the developers. We're going to talk about the new official messages written by Faris, one of the creators of the game. And inside these messages, Faris also said that a new post will be released soon, but it hasn't been published yet. This is not just a small update, it could be hiding clues, connections, and maybe even some hints about what we'll see in Chapter 8. There are details that might seem meaningless at first, but if we look closer, they could reveal huge twists. But before we start, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll always be the first to know when I upload new Garten of Banban 8 videos. And trust me, over the next few days, there will be plenty with theories, gameplay, and deep dive analysis. And while you're at it, leave a big like on this video. It really helps me bring you more content and grow this amazing community of Banban fans. Think about it, in just 1 week we'll be back in that creepy world, ready to see what's behind the locked doors, which new hallways we can explore, and what enemies we'll encounter. And knowing the EUPHORIC brothers, we can be sure they won't hold back on plot twists, scary moments, and new mysteries that will keep us awake at night. So, get comfortable and get ready for a complete and detailed breakdown. Today we're going to dig into every single word from these new official messages and try to figure out exactly what's waiting for us in Garten of Banban 8. Let's get started. And now let's get into the heart of the latest news, because things are getting really interesting. In the last few hours, in fact, a user decided to ask Faris a direct question. Faris, you dropping the 7 days left teaser pic? A more than legitimate question, since Chapter 8 is getting closer and closer, and traditionally the developers have gotten us used to these countdown teasers to make the hype skyrocket. The image of the 7 days remaining still hasn't appeared anywhere. Many fans, understandably, have started wondering if this year the EUPHORIC brothers have decided to change strategy, or if they are simply waiting for the perfect moment to release it. And here comes Faris into the picture. Faris replied to the user clearly saying that they will publish something, but, and here's where it gets intriguing, he doesn't want to say what. No details, no explicit confirmation that it will be the teaser image. This means that yes, there will be a new announcement, but the content is still a total mystery. And so here we have two scenarios. It could really be the long-awaited 7 days remaining image, just as we have been expecting for years, ready to make us count the hours until the launch of Chapter 8. Or it could be something completely new, a new teaser picture, or maybe an image revealing a brand new character from the upcoming chapter. Or it could be a new announcement dedicated to something different from Chapter 8. The only certain thing is that we just have to wait a few more hours to find out. In Faris's message, there's even the exact time when this post will be published. Of course, since Faris is in a different time zone, we'll have to do a little calculation to figure out the exact moment we need to be in front of the screen so we don't miss it. These moments, when we know something is about to drop but we don't know exactly what, are the ones that keep the community alive and fuel the interesting theories. And now, friends, let's move on to the next official message that is making the community talk a lot. This time, Faris decided to touch on a topic that, besides being important, interests practically everyone: the price of Chapter 8. On the official Discord server, Faris wrote a very direct question. Good question, what do you guys think Chapter 8 will be priced as? So this is not an official announcement with a confirmed price, but an open question addressed directly to the fans. And this detail is very interesting because it means the developers are listening to the community and maybe trying to understand the general perception of how much people would be willing to pay for this new chapter. As you know, just a few days ago I made an entire video dedicated to this very topic, the price of the game, and the possible guesses about how much it could cost. In that video I made several considerations, and today we can bring them back and connect them to this new message from Faris. One of the first hypotheses we discussed was the possibility of a price increase compared to previous chapters. The reason? Simple. Chapter 8 promises to be longer, with bigger environments, more puzzles, new characters, and probably a more complex game structure. All these elements require more development time, more resources, and therefore could inevitably justify a slightly higher price. However, we also cannot exclude the opposite scenario. The developers might decide to keep a lower price, in line with the previous chapters, to make the game accessible to everyone, and maybe aim to earn more through a larger number of sales. There is also a third possibility, perhaps the most appreciated by fans. keeping exactly the same price as previous chapters, creating a sense of continuity and loyalty with the community. For now, the only thing we can do is wait for further official confirmation. But this message from Faris makes us understand that something is moving and that soon we might know the exact number. And now, friends, we come to the latest message from Faris, written just a few minutes ago and still connected to the post that will be published today. In this new message, Faris further confirms one very important thing. Today there will be an official announcement. So there's no more doubt, something new will arrive soon, and as always, it will come directly from the EUPHORIC brothers. The point is that, as with the previous messages, we still don't know what it's about. It could be the long-awaited 7-day countdown image, the one we've all been anxiously waiting for. It would be the classic teaser that makes us count the hours until the release of Chapter 8, building our hype just like only the EUPHORIC brothers can. But it's also possible that it could be something completely different, a totally new piece of content. It could be a post with new clues, a short trailer, a mysterious image, or maybe some surprise we didn't expect at all. This is why, in moments like this, the wait becomes almost electric. Every single post could hide details that change our theories about Chapter 8 and keep us talking for days. So get ready, because today we will receive official news from the EUPHORIC brothers, and as soon as they are published, I will be here to analyze them with you in a new video, trying to explain every detail and every possible hidden clue. For now, the only thing to do is wait just a few more hours, stay connected, and keep an eye on the official channels. The wait will be short but intense. In short, guys, we are really close to discovering something concrete about Chapter 8, and as always, it will be exciting, surprising, and probably full of mysteries. All that's left is to count the hours and get ready to dive back into this incredible world, ready to give us new adventures and new chills. And before we finish, friends, let's make a nice summary of everything we've seen and discussed in this video, so we can have a clear picture of what to expect in the next few days. First, we talked about the countdown to Chapter 8, which is almost over. Only 7 days remain until the big release, and the wait has never been so exciting. I showed you the new official messages from Faris, with the first hints and the announcement of a special post that will be released today. We saw that a user asked if they would publish the 7-day remaining teaser image, and Faris replied confirming that something will arrive, but without revealing exactly what it will be. This means that there's still a bit of mystery, and this mystery makes us even more excited to follow everything minute by minute. Then we analyzed the message about the price of Chapter 8, where Faris asked fans what they think the new chapter will cost. We made several considerations together. The price could increase because the game will be longer and more complex, or the developers could decide to keep it similar to previous chapters. For now, however, we can only wait for official confirmations. Finally, we talked about the most recent message from Faris, which confirms once again that today there will be an official post. But, as always, we still don't know what it will contain. It could be the 7-day remaining image, or something completely new, an unseen content that will leave us speechless. So friends, stay tuned, because in the next few hours, this official news from the EUPHORIC brothers will be published, and I will be here to show it to you, analyze it, and comment on it in a new dedicated video, so we don't miss a single detail. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This way, you won't miss any updates, theories, or news related to Chapter 8. That said, friends, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.